Hello and welcome to Prophet Studios. My name is John Denton and we're back with another album reaction. This time it's going to be the main man, one of my favourite artists that I've heard since I started this journey into all manner of hip-hop and all manner of music that I'd never heard before. It's the man Denzel Curry with his Imperial record. Now, I've heard Taboo. I have heard the first track from this album, ULT, but I haven't heard anything else. All the rest of the stuff that I've heard from Denzel Curry has actually been from Taboo, I believe. So, excited to hear this. Taboo's a fantastic album. I know ULT's a fantastic song. I think that he is the guy that really crosses the boundary between metal and hip-hop the best because he makes heavy music. Well, he certainly has the capability of doing that without feeling the need for riffs and guitars. So, without further ado, headphones of truth are going on. Denzel Curry, Imperial. No, I ain't Big Quinn. Let's go.
This is the rap of Aquarius, I am the black metal terrorist, ain't no comparison. Humanitarian, bitch, I'm a veteran, better than anyone comprehend. Bro, your whole life is a mockery, I'm militant, mind on a million. Civilian, I am the realest bitch, no Gilligan, put me on the island. Smoking on the island to a nigga look silent. To the Raiders, valuable player, Jumbo Jackson, slamming packs full of passion. Satisfaction with the lack of compassion.
This song just comes in like a fucking thunderstorm, man, like an absolute thunderstorm. Like I said, I heard it before and I've since listened to it a few more times. Like the beat, his delivery, everything about it. I'm just going to dive in a little bit more. I think I know what it's about, you know, like police brutality, the kind of black experience where he's from, stuff like that. But I'm going to go and see if there's some other stuff in there that I've not caught. Okay, so just looking at Genius, apparently the hook's diss towards Space Ghost Perp, who's previously his mentor. Don't know much about that guy, to be honest. And the ULT stands for Utilising Limitless Talent, Understanding Life's Teaching, Ultimately Liberating Together, and Unity, Love, Trust. I got that vibe from the song as well. I felt like it was about, you know, people who are togetherness kind of regardless of race against, sort of fighting and rallying against, you know, the kind of scum of the earth, which is, you know, there's definitely something to that. That's something that I subscribe to. I'm sure many like-minded people do. So, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the song. Like I say, I've heard it a bunch of times and then move into the rest of the project. It's a banger. Right. Into Gook, I'm going to try and do a better job of saying each song title in between every song so people know where I'm at. So yeah, this is Into Gook. I've heard this doesn't mean the kind of slur against Vietnamese people that was used in the Vietnam War. When I first saw it, I kind of gave Denzel the benefit of the doubt that it meant something else anyway. I don't know what that means. I read it somewhere but I've forgotten. What else can I do? Oh, a little spider. You see that on the camera? Oh, you can, there. See that little spider? That's why I'm in a... Oh. Nobody's going to bite me. Alright, off you go. Off you go. Pop you down there. Right. There you go. Keep going. So this is all new now. All new Denzel. I'm excited.
I'm a gook. If I told you that I wasn't it, a nigga won't be telling you the truth. Back in high school, I admit I wasn't cool, but the way I rap had niggas fooled. Yeah, I'm a gook. Denzel Curry been a gook. Nigga, that ain't nothing new. Yeah, I'm a gook. Probably thinking that I'm fool. If I told you that I'm rapping too. Yeah, I'm a gook. The reason yams died. Nigga, I'm a gook. Hella Aki, that's the truth. But I bet you I can even keep it 10 times better than you. I'm a gook. Jabby told me we gon' blow up like a landmine.
Yeah, structurally this song actually reminds me of the song Perks from Taboo. The way it keeps sort of falling back on that same little one-liner hook. But yeah, it's just heavy again. He's kind of explaining what the word means, so I don't know if it's slang in that area or something like that. I've not heard it apart from the slur, the sort of anti-Vietnamese slur in movies, but it's just a banger again.
That I was a gook, but how this gook ended up so residue? Why are you looking confused? Made a hard album, so what can you do? I'm the gook running the Imperial. Tabby told me we gon' blow like landmines. I don't fuck with Bert. That's the only reason yams died. Nigga, I'm a gook. Hella Aki, that's the truth. But I don't give a fuck if you're gonna hate me. New chains and brand new cars. People tell me that it's all gonna change me.
Yeah, it was a good solid track. Very much Denzel in his lane from what I know of him. Not anything that's getting as kind of complicated or nuanced as the music on Taboo. But yeah, it was good. It banged, went hard, sounded good in the headphones. That's about it really on that one. Yeah, another good track. So now moving on to Sick and Tired. I can relate.
Man, fuck that. I've been out here all day, man. Let me get one of them things, man.
Bro, I told you about smoking this shit.
Man, I'm a grown ass man. Talking on. Been too good for the hood and shit, man. He don't be coming around no more, man. That's food from off on the other side, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Man, look, bro.
I've been beeping, searching for a pussy nigga photo. Woo! Give me all of that or you ain't coming back nor baby boo. I just need it, I'm bulimic and I know it's critical. For another, put a gun to your head. C3 or Z4, frankly, I don't know. Post as a green, so not no more. Cause a nigga is tired of being broken. I'm tired of living off my folks. But based on analysis, I never seen challenges. I look at his rollie, I know that he flashing niggas. I want in my singing blood just like I got on dialysis. Lord of the dark and violent. Only know newer niggas move in silence. Looking at old boy, yeah, you shining.
So just going into the lyrics for a minute, yeah, I'm just seeing, apparently the song's split into two parts, so I kind of spoiled it for myself there, but I guess I'll get to that bit. But yeah, as I figured, he's just talking perhaps non-specifically about him, about life in hood life growing up, a life that I can't relate to, which I always find fascinating. It's very specific to his area. See that line Z3, Z4, Z3, Z4. I'm English, so he doesn't know which part of the, you know, where his hood is and stuff like that. And then there's just some slick lines in there. It's subject matter I've heard before, but it's delivered with power and passion because it's so specific to him. I'm really relating, even though it's not necessarily about him or his life. I guess he's kind of putting himself into an archetype. Still very powerful, I think. And then I just read a lyric that's coming up, which is really slick, which I think is the next lyric about hobbling in the whip too, riding. We're all gonna die. Fuck recline, and we all got fire. Let's get behind them, which is say maybe a reference to get 5 stars on GTA, which is always going to appeal to the gamer in me.
Been in the whip, 2 niggas riding. We all gon' die, nigga, fuck reclining. We all got 5, let's get behind them. Let's go get them. Who's that digging in my window? Who's that digging in my window? Baby, please pass the extendo. Things. That's why I carry that 9 on me. That's a 3x3 extendo. That's a 10-fold. Seen them niggas on the 191, but a nigga beat game on the 194. But believed in lawlessness, but I can be with the shits. When I'm nervous, it's dangerous. If the police pull up, then I'll tell them I'm innocent. They tried to run down on that sword out the clip, then I am to get lords of the dark and violent. I don't give a fuck if the nigga is flashing. I'ma take his shit, fuck his bitch, kill his shit. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, I mean, that's a very, very relevant and prescient song about violence in that area. I mean, we've seen what's happened to fucking X in that area, right? That's a similar area, right? You know, Riley ain't like that. It's just the truth. But it's crazy. All right.
What's up, honey?
Moving on then, we're into Naughty Head featuring Rick Rolls.
Harris, nappy, naughty, fuck karate. I got me a shotty, jumping in the dough, kamikaze, origami. If the neighbors saw me, but I won't fall, oh no. That's how the young boy has got smoke, but he got jacked like MK4. Sub-Zero, put a nigga on stove.
Bottom line is, if you put a bunch of Mortal Kombat references in your song, I'm going to like the song more. If you're referencing Jax's ending in Mortal Kombat 4, one of the most hilarious videos on the internet, then how can I love you even more, Denzel Curry? I might feed in that little clip here right now.
To the Special Forces, the Black Dragon, live on!
The Black Dragon died with Kano. You're the last one, Jarek.
Never!
Come in, Major Briggs. This is Lieutenant Sonya Blade. What?
Sonya, this is Major Briggs. Come in. Sonya, this is Jax. Are you there? Going somewhere, Jarek? Jax! I thought you were going to... Thought I was what? Dead? Like my partner you just tossed off the cliff? I'm sorry, Jax. Please, don't drop me. Wait, I promise. Too late, Jarek. You can't drop me. You have to uphold the law. You have to arrest me. Wait, this is brutality. You can't do it. Wrong, Jarek. This is not a brutality. This is a fatality.
This is fascinating to me, hearing more about that area through the words of a great artist like this. Obviously, a lot of artists are from that area. I've actually been to Miami many years ago, but kept in obviously the safer areas. But we'd heard was some serious danger going on. Don't go wandering off and stuff like that. So yeah, seemingly, absolutely, and Denzel Curry just seems like such a cerebral guy, somebody who sees the pointlessness in all of this, but is also a product of it, and not necessarily a product of it, but just somebody who obviously experiences it. This is day-to-day life for people living in that area. So yeah, it's fascinating. And then you've got the musicality on top of it. Having the lyrics up was really helping because it's kind of hard. I find his bars particularly difficult to catch first time, just from the way he delivers them, the speed and everything like that. So I'm pretty much going to have the lyrics up on all of them just so I can kind of read along. It's enhancing the music massively. Everything I've heard from Denzel before, especially the heavier stuff, I've really enjoyed the beats production and his delivery, but a lot of the time I've not known what he's saying. I put more effort into making sure I knew what he was saying, into songs like Clap Cobain as well become a bit more obvious. But yeah, it's definitely the way to listen to this record. So far, Imperial is a fantastic record. It's into 4 tracks. There's not been a duff one yet. So this is another cracker, quite frankly. No pun intended.
Sleep is the cause of the death. I'ma say the mind. 211's broad day. I had to live a life of crime. Bitch, I can't be touched. Get the product and we out the dope. Mama, I've been twisting weed and now it's time to lock the throat. Told her boy and post some lead. I'ma told her stick until they send me to the pen. This the way it is. I gotta get it how I live. Nutty-headed niggas. Goes in my mouth and my dreads looking like a palm tree. Plus you know when the niggas get so in, so that's why they fuck with me. Opposition remain obsolete when aiming and targeting. Monday to Sunday, all you niggas weak. Slinging like pistol Pete. Tell my mama that I love her, cause tomorrow not for sure. I would never know. Told her vote and post some link. I'ma told her stick until they send me to the pen.
The hook actually reminds me of, it's got more of a kind of Caribbean vibe. It reminds me of some of the hooks that we get in music over here, because obviously it's a much bigger Caribbean and Afro-Caribbean population in the UK. In terms of musical influences, all the way ranging back from, like the 70s, all the way through to now. Kind of reminds me of some of when people go into that kind of like Jamaican, Caribbean lilt in their voice, or that's just how they speak anyway. It's cool. I'm guessing that there's more of an influence in that area just because of the proximity to the West Indies. I don't know, you tell me. But again, another cracking track, and we got Rick Ross coming up.
Found another body in a lake. Same day, another tattoo on his face. Ride every night, I'm trying to mind mine. Dolphin game, bellow cigars on the sideline. Pussy niggas, you can see it on his timeline. Educated, reading books, I'm talking art of war. Whipping Yola Yayo residue on the marble floors. I wanna see my niggas with the flyest clothes. Came to put my CD on, that's if I'm right or wrong.
This reminds me of that Kanye track. I think I know which one it is. Yeah, the beat really reminds me of Famous by Kanye from Life of Pablo. Just play a little snippet now.
I don't blame you much for wanting to be free. I just wanted you to know.
Swiss only let the beat rock.
How good is that track, by the way? Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it reminds me of that. So I'm just going back to the song now. I need to listen to more Rick Ross, man. I know the Everyday's Hustling track from GTA. He did a feature of that Pusha T album. I like bits here and there. I like him. I think I need to be in the right mood for him. I don't know if I could do a whole project. There's only one way to find that out. But I like him in this track.
I wanna see my niggas with the flyest clothes. Came to put my CD on, that's if I'm right or wrong. Pulling in Orisco Park in the richest cars. Damn right, we came to warn y'all. Motherfucker, damn right, we came to warn y'all. Curry, what's up? Double M. It's futuristic shit.
No. What's going on now? Right, into Me Now.
It's like my world is reversing. Even the pain couldn't hurt me now. You want the good to the worst thing. The saying that I'm sinning, close my eyes and say forgive me, cause I know the devil ain't. Devil told my mother in the end that he'll be winning, cause the world.
Really weird beat. The snares coming in off beat in a really weird way. It's kind of creating an odd atmosphere, and I've not heard anywhere near enough, but this reminds me of what I have heard of Kid Cudi. Now, I'm probably going to do Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon maybe next, certainly very, very soon, but I've heard bits here and there over the years, and this reminds me of him. I don't know if he's an influence on Denzel, maybe I'm talking shit, but that's what the kind of vibe I'm getting. But that snare is weird, the way it's off, but I like that, I don't mind that at all.
Monstrosity, murdering masterpieces are mutilated, falling forever, fearing forsaken, incinerated. If heaven set on fire, that's the day they make hell snow. The devil want my soul and
Hook is fire on this track. Hook is fire.
Happy when I see the sun drown. I have transformed to the worst me. Try to find a better place. Loose of a devil, the Antichrist taking light up out of my life. In the darkness, it seems to me there's no escape. Years, fuck it, I don't wanna be here. Look at the time when I'm turning it back on the clock in my right hand, making it tick. Life is a bitch, better yet it's a pit, and my hatred is everything making you sick. Damn! It's like my world is reversed.
Another good track.
Even the pain couldn't hurt me now.
Okay, next track, Story, no title.
Story with no title, everything is vital. Came up in this game, now my idols is my rivals. Childhood friends end up pulling guns on you. Hoes wanna fuck because you carry funds on you.
This is brilliant. I was just saying, the Baby Bottle Blue Mike spitting Blue Magic, is that this? Are we all doing the same thing here on our Blue Mics? Is the JD the Prophet mixtape going to be recorded on a Blue Mic like Denzel Curry, like Ski Mask and X? Why not?
Who says Jesus can't be a black guy? Even Luke Skywalker's father was on the dark side. Hold with no title, everything is vital. Praying for my rivals at the church say. Everything is vital, hand up on a rifle. Send them up a lot, don't let the case say. Dig even deeper, you see his crabs in a bucket. When shit hit the fan, niggas up it like fuck it. 10 colder shit over cold shit. I'm a diamond, you cold bitch. You like N64, go by my old shit. For Marine ever since I was a teen. Blowing up
really good.
Follow the rules of the prince till they crown me king.
This is low key like one of his best tracks that I've heard, mate. This is really good.
Hand up on a rifle, send them up a lot, don't let the case say. Story with no title, everything is vital. Praying for my rivals at the church say. Everything's grinds out here beefing, ain't no working at Five Guys, it's wild. Convicted felon put on trial, it's sad. A mother outlives her child and that's bad, especially because we're black. When the revolution starts, that's when the niggas attack. Surprising, and if I die today, it's not surprising. Story with no title.
That was fucking fire. That was fire. That was 2 minutes 49 seconds. Fire. Man, I watched a reaction video of some older guys reacting to Your Tea by Denzel Curry. And I think it was the only track of his that they'd heard, hip hop fans. And they didn't like it. They didn't rate him. They didn't kind of give him the respect I think he deserves anyway. I liked him straight away from the first time I heard him, just from the musical side, but then I listened more and more and realised he was actually a really good penman as well. But that is like, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. The whole record's undeniable, but that's, that was just brilliant. I love it when somebody has the ability to condense what they're saying, to be as brief and as concise and, punchy as possible. And everything about that track was just punchy. It was powerful. And just hit home straight away in under 3 minutes. I learned so much about him, his attitude, everything that is about in under 3 minutes. Didn't need to be 10 minutes, didn't need to sprawl across albums. Brilliant. Okay, on to This Life.
Middle fingers up, I don't fuck with a 95. I keep it true to me, why the fuck would I live a lie? I'm living in this world, what you care if I live or die? And if I say I got your back, then hold my spine for me. And if I couldn't shed a tear, girl, would you cry for me? And if we was a couple deals, girl, would you fly with me?
This is a way better album than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be good. I think I might like it more than Taboo so far, but Taboo is really good as well. Lyrically, the song is brilliant. Yeah, just talking about how he's like using the metaphor of like the side chick for the rap game and everything like that, and how that's affecting his relationships. Just some of the wordplay in this track's so clever. In This Life, middle fingers up, I don't fuck with a 95 instead of keeping it 100. I like stuff like that. I like different ways of saying things. It's so clever. And luckily, we're not at peace. That's the end of my clover leaf. Just nice. That's like poetic. He's far more poetic than I ever gave him credit for. And that's not because I didn't think that he was capable of that. I just didn't really pay attention to it. I need to go back through Taboo, I think, really staring at the lyrics, because like I say, I did find, especially in this faster stuff, I do find it quite hard to catch what he's saying, and I just end up enjoying the beats in the production so much and the fire of it all. But there are just so many lines after lines after lines, and he was so young when he wrote this as well. I mean, that's irrelevant really, but it always amazes me that people could be this accomplished at that age. But regardless, this is another really, really strong track.
Thinking that you won't fornicate with niggas that you meet, but silly me, now we are the same. Cupid that bit the feet. Girl, are you out of your mind? I would think you were mine. You want this life. Middle fingers up, I don't fuck with a 95. I keep it true to me, why the fuck would I live a lie? Me, she not my main bitch, I'ma tell you she's a side to me.
Really good. Another really strong track. Okay. Oops. Zenith now. Oh, featuring Joey Badass? Dude. And we're going to wrap up these last 3 tracks of the album? Dude, it's flown by. This is absolutely flown by. Oh, I'm excited for this already. There hasn't been a weak track. I thought Your Two was going to be like an absolute standout and nothing else was going to be close, but a bunch of tracks have been on that level. Story No Title is probably my standout so far. 3 tracks to go. 1 with Joey Badass. 1 with 12, and then 2 with the guy that 12lin or something. I don't know. You have to tell me who that is. But yeah, Zenith with Joey Badass. Let's fucking do it.
Catch me on the Zenith, that's the only time you'll see him. Televised, paralyzed, thoughts of paraplegic. Sit yourself down, let us smoke up the ounce bounce. Fuck a TV screen, bitch, let it die. Look at your reflection and ask, who am I? I internally extinguish the evil, so I look externally to a place I can see you and still catch me on the Zenith. Love and hate shit fades away, day by day, night by night. No eye and no sight. Catch me on the Zenith like I'm Hercules and Zeno, or Trick Daddy or Trina when the victims of Katrina, when the levees broke. Catch me on the Zenith. Catch me on the Zenith, that's the only time you see.
So I was a bit confused about what it meant, catch me on a Zenith, as you say, would say Zenith over here. But yeah, we'll see. I understand it as like, you know, the pinnacle of Curious, pinnacle of what you can be, pinnacle, peak of your powers, all that sort of stuff. But it also mentions it's like a TV store or something like that. So you kind of like there's references to TV in there. So that makes sense now. Song's good, like the kind of old school beat. Not enjoying it as much as the other tracks so far, to be honest. But here comes Joey. Let's see what he can do.
Unknown in your home, catching on the Zenith, looking down for my name is cloud, just thinking aloud. The sky's the limit. How, nigga? I'm in it now, and still I rise. And as crazy as it sounds, we gon' get more high. Anything I say, I mean it. Sorry if it hurt your feeling, man. Focused on my millions, stacks piling past the ceiling, trying to get the future right for my future children. Like hold on, yeah, catching on the Zenith.
I need to listen to a lot more Joey Badass. Like the lyrically brilliant, flow is just so good. Just I love that style anyway. That kind of, I guess it's a New York style, is it? I think, to be honest, as much as I love Denzel, Joey's just kind of on a different level in terms of over this type of beat. Joey's just kind of on a different level for me over this type of beat.
Channeling the fucking genius while I cast away these demons, trying to catch you while I'm sleeping. Won't slip, won't fall. Even if I did get back up and stand tall, tell him suck my dick and catch you on the Zenith.
Catch me on the Zenith.
So good.
Catch me on the Zenith. Catch me on the Zenith. Catch me on the Zenith. That's the only time you see him, nigga. Catch me on the Zenith.
Last 2 tracks now into Good Night with 12lin. I don't know how to say that, to be honest. And Nell. You have to let me know how to say it. I get it right, 12lin. I don't know.
Even if they hit me on sight, everything gon' be alright.
I was not expecting that at all after that intro. Not expecting that.
Snapping at me, the poetry. Dead on the street cause they lost in hate. Jit wanna get his stripes, see some frosted flakes. Off the say, communities we have no place. Even though the real victim is who caught the case. My 10, I spot through my mahogany brown eyes. The sun will still rise, I think the most high. Sun will keep on shining. Everybody have a good night. We gon' make it to the daylight.
The beat is unbelievable. I love it. I loved it.
In the antidote, no nonsense, my mama metallic gold. Clear my conscience cause it's hard to come to recognize I got a clean slate. And finally getting to the point of feeling free. You ain't really gotta die to lose your life. Think about it, it's a lot of niggas living out of sight. Hype, got you niggas right at pipe as we reaching higher heights. We'll keep on shining, we'll keep on shining. Everybody have a good night.
another fire track. The beat was weird. It kind of had that high-pitched sample going on. There was kind of soul elements to it as well. The hook was brilliant. There was like 2 different hooks going on. The verses were great. Oh man, one more track to go. The album's absolutely flown by. It's far more varied than I thought it was going to be. I kind of thought it was going to be straight up bangers. It's going to be difficult. I don't know what I prefer, this or Taboo. They're both excellent. What an artist. Okay, If Tomorrow's Not Here, again featuring 12lan. I like the fact it's only 10 tracks too. I like the fact the album's only 40 minutes. It doesn't feel the need to be absolutely crammed with, as much as I love the Carter 5, it's way too long, and then he's added more tracks to it. What the hell am I supposed to do? I've only got so much time. There we go, Denzel with a nice 40-minute album. Perfect. If Tomorrow's Not Here then, final track.
Learn that being afraid of God is being afraid of yourself. So go to church, nigga, but I won't go, cause I don't know where the money in the collection plate go. If the church still old, then read your Bible at home. I'ma read it myself. All the stories that I read show me how to prevail.
Okay, so this is a storytelling song from the perspective of a prisoner. Okay, bin, lyrics up, gonna listen.
Tomorrow's not here. The coming's real close. I write down all of my worst fears. Fear of loss, fear of change, fear of losing my peers. Been afraid of something that is out of my control. Like a verse from Duckworth, making silly rappers butt hurt. Sodomized through the eyes of...
Right, without looking, I didn't look this up. There was a pig on my Facebook there. Sorry, I'm going to turn it off. Was that a reference to Kendrick's verse on Control? Am I that involved now that I knew that without reading it? Let's check. Of course it was. I knew that. Just going to take a little moment. JD the Prophet elevated his understanding game to a completely different level. Next 2 lines. Sodomized through the eyes of a troubled youth. Talking between the bars, you tell them within the booth.
Trouble you, talking between the bars, you tell them within the booth. Way back in 2012 when the nigga was 22. Pass you the Tropicana, now my niggas got the juice for millenniums to come. Go Millennium Falcon. Fuck a handout, rather leave my hand solo. The smartest thing you ever did, Curry was going solo. While I'm in the county blues, Lofty take over the promo for the fam. I'm here because I never gave a damn, like an angry beaver, smoking dust and reefer. The coming's real close. Oh, gotta do a little soul searching. China man, Real Lotto, man, Real Bo.
Right, there we have it. That's Imperial done. A very, very strong project. I'm going to take the headphones of truth off for a minute so I can hear myself. Yeah, really strong project. Really, really strong. Sort of knocking on the door of classic status, I think. Definitely one I'm going to return to. Let's pick out some of the strongest tracks. Obviously, ULT is superb. I like Sick and Tired. Naughty Head was really good. Story No Title, probably the strongest track on the album, even though I think it's the shortest. And then This Life was very, very good. And Good Night, very strong as well. Album Close was good. Joey Badass verse was good. But yeah, overall, yeah, really strong project. Really enjoyed it. And given me a further appreciation of an artist I really liked already in Denzel Curry. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched this far, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you do like this and you like these album reactions, first of all, please let me know where you want me to go next. Remember that some of the stuff's going to be delayed while we do some more tracks over on Rock Reacts with me and Simon. But we will get to some of those big classics. But I'm also interested to hear where people want me to go and other different things that we could try. And yeah. Please do hit the like button. You'd be surprised how much that matters. And of course, if you did like the video, then sharing it out either using the share button on YouTube or just tweeting it, sticking on Reddit, something like that, is actually massive because those views that come in from outside YouTube, they carry more weight than the views that just come from inside YouTube, weirdly. I think it's something to do with bringing people in and that's better in the algorithm so the video gets pushed out further and stuff like that. But that'd be great. But yeah, I'm just trying to grow this channel. If we can hit 20k subscribers in the next couple of months, then perfect. Obviously, Rock Reacts is still the main event. Absolutely, that's the channel that's going places. But if we can grow these individual projects as well, then more the better. So let me know where you want me to go next. I've been John Denton, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!